the fake, looking for Hopkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Levis to the end zone. Touchdown, DeAndre Hopkins.
Lawrence to the air. Robinson the block, moving up, going deep. He's got him. He's got Ridley. That is 6. What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars. Looking into the nickel. Here comes the blitz outside for Spears. And broke free. He's gone.
Pollard, right up the middle. Tony Pollard breaking free. Pollard cuts back. Pollard all the way. Touchdown, Dallas.
Levis towards the end zone. Got a man. Touchdown. Wow. Westbrook Akine.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Zebulon Sports Podcast. I'm host Isaiah, and y'all, I'm here to give y'all a Tennessee Titans training camp update, as there's been a lot of things that has transpired this week. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, y'all. So superstar defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons was involved in the fight with rookie left tackle J.C. Latham, and A to Z Sports reporter Buck Rising had this to say about Big Jeff. He said Simmons just swung at Latham after some pushing and shoving. Ref said 98 would have been tossed in game. He's back in for the next 2 plays and immediately starts a brawl. Sloppy. Simmons needs to lock in. And apparently, y'all, Big Jeff saw this tweet and he had this to say to Buck.
Well, Jeff, you want to sit down? We can talk whenever you want to talk. Jeff, we'll deal with that later. Roger McCreary sitting down with us here on 104.5 The Zone. Jeff, I mean, we're on the air right now. I'm right here, Jeff. We can talk anytime you want to. Unbelievable.
We got to make that happen.
Well, we'll deal with that later on. Roger McCreary sitting down with us here on 104.5 The Zone. Jeff, if you want to sit down and talk about this, we can talk about this. I'm talking to you right here. Jeff, we tried to talk to you last week. I'm being rude to Roger. We'll deal with you later. Roger, what's going on?
It's good. Doing good out here. I'm doing good.
So as y'all can see, there was a very intense moment between Big Jeff and Buck Rising, y'all. And it also was kind of weird because Titans corner Roger McCreary, he was actually there to do an interview. And, you know, you could tell by the look on Roger's face, he was like, oh, I wish this would just be over. Because Big Jeff is his teammate. And obviously, you know, teammates are always going to defend each other. But at the same time, Roger's probably feel like, man, I'm here trying to do my interview, you know. But y'all saw very intense interaction between Big Jeff and Buck, y'all. And those things kind of happen sometimes, right? We've seen players in the media go back and forth with each other. We know sometimes the media says things that players don't agree with, and as the player, you have the right to voice your opinion. But y'all, it seems like cooler heads end up prevailing, as Big Jeff had this to say a couple of days ago.
We all know what happened yesterday. A lot of y'all have been here since I've been here, so y'all know me. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be seen as. I talked to Buck. We have an understanding. I have an understanding where we're coming from. I have an understanding where he's coming from. He have a job. I have a job. At the end of the day, I take full accountability of my actions on the field. And that'll never happen again with me. Like I said, I always talk about that switch, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. I was kind of still had it on coming off the field, of course, with the way practice went. But like I said, that's not me. It'll never happen again. To all you guys, like I said, I apologize, and not because it's hit social media, but it's because who I am. That's not my character, and I think from here on out, like I said, from that point, like I said, I spoke on about it. I'm ready to move forward. Any football questions, I'm here to answer.
One question on social media. Setting an example for others that want to come from also.
No, definitely. We talked about everyone know I'm a leader on the team, and I don't want none of my teammates saying that. And like I said, that's not who I am. You know, I look at myself first, because being a leader, you have to point the finger to yourself first. And like I said, me and Buck talk, we have an understanding. And like I said, I told him where I was coming from. He told me where he was coming from. Like I said, we're ready to move on.
You seem very...
All right, y'all. So I love to hear that from Big Jeff, saying that he takes full accountability for his actions, y'all. And that him and Buck, they talk to each other. Now they're on good terms. And Big Jeff is right. When you're a leader, if you make a mistake, you got to point the finger at yourself. And I'm glad that he was able to do that. Big Jeff looked at himself and said, hey, I messed up, but I'm going to come out here and talk to Buck, and we're going to work out our differences, y'all. So you love to hear that. Big Jeff is definitely the best player on this team, and I think he's the leader of this team. Right? We go as he goes, so you definitely love to hear your leader being willing to take accountability for his actions. All right, y'all, next up, we've had a couple of fights that have went down this weekend. As I told y'all in the beginning, Big Jeff was involved in one of those fights with rookie left tackle J.C. Latham, but he also was involved in another fight, y'all. And this fight included Arden Key and Leroy Watson and Lloyd Cushenberry. And, y'all, I'm not really too concerned about fights because this stuff normally kind of happens. Y'all got to remember, this is the first week that pads have been on. These players are ready to hit somebody. They're ready to kind of shove someone. And this stuff just happens. The Tennessee Titans are not the only organization that does this, y'all. We've heard fights coming out from the Steelers, from the Houston Texans. So this kind of stuff happens. I'm not too concerned about it. And head coach Brian Callahan had this to say about the fights.
Those things in a much more colorful tone. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's football. I don't mind guys setting the tone with the intensity ramped up. And we just got to understand that we can play to the edge and we can still play with the rules. And fighting is a penalty. It's usually an ejection. It hurts our team. We can't have that. I think they're all aware of that, and that's essentially what the message was in that call.
Y'all, I totally agree with what head coach Brian Callahan just stated. He said, as long as we don't do that in the game, it's fine. Like, y'all, listen, again, this kind of stuff happens in practice. As long as you don't do this in a game where you can get ejected and hurt your team, right? Because we're going to need these guys in the games, especially, Big Jeff, Lloyd Cushenberry, Arden Key, when he comes back from suspension. We need those guys, right? Those guys are very, very, very important to what we're going to do this season. And you don't want, your main guys, y'all, going out there, getting involved in the fight and then end up getting ejected. So I'm not too worried about this. I think these guys know, hey, go ahead and get it done in practice right now because it doesn't really matter. But when the regular season starts, hey, you cannot do that against your opponent because if you do that, you are going to get ejected. So like Coach Callie said, not too concerned about it. That stuff normally happens. First week of pass, and the players, they're just finally ready to hit somebody. They're finally ready to kind of push and shove someone. That's what happens. But as long as you don't do that in the game, we're going to be fine. All right, y'all, next up, we got to talk about a rookie cornerback that's making a lot of noise, and that man is Jarvis Brownlee Jr., a.k.a. JBJ, y'all, and he is really, really, really performing extremely well so far. I've been very impressed by what I've seen from Jarvis Brownlee Jr., y'all. He is so physical and aggressive. I mean, y'all gonna see in some of these clips. Look at that. That's great technique going against Calvin Ridley. Y'all see him right here against Mason Kinsey at the nice little PBU. I mean, Jarvis Brownlee Jr. has really been playing extremely well so far, y'all. Again, he's super physical. He's so aggressive. Look at how he just jams Tyler Boyd right there, y'all. Tyler Boyd doesn't even have a chance to make that catch. I mean, Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is just smothering him. I love this from our cornerback. Y'all know our new defensive coordinator, Denard Wilson. This is what he wants his DBs to look like, y'all. Physical, aggressive, in your face, talking trash. And that is what JBJ has been doing, y'all. I really do believe that Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is going to have a big role on defense. I know when we drafted him, a lot of people were like, why did the Titans draft the corner? You literally just traded for Legit Sneed. You just signed, Chidobe Awuzie. But y'all, the reason you do that is because one, you need depth at corner, and because two, Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is a pretty darn good player. He's just super tough, y'all. He's not afraid to tackle. Now, obviously, we haven't seen too much of his tackling ability yet, but I'm telling y'all, as the training camp just continues to progress, and as we get into this preseason, we're going to see Jarvis Brownlee Jr. He's not afraid to tackle either. So he's just kind of like your throwback old school kind of corner, not afraid to tackle. He's in your face. He's talking mess, right? He's physical. He's aggressive. He's going to press you every single time, y'all. Jarvis Brownlee Jr., he really does not like to play zone coverage. He likes to play man coverage because that's just the kind of player that he is. So again, I love what I'm seeing from Jarvis Brownlee Jr. As y'all know, Chidobe Awuzie, he's out right now with a calf injury, and because he's out right now, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., y'all, he's had to step up, and he's done a really nice job of filling in for Chidobe Awuzie. He's getting, rest with the first team right now. Now, obviously, once Chido comes back, he's going to, revert back to being like our fourth corner. But y'all, fourth corner still play a lot. Like, I feel like in the NFL, you got to have four corners that you feel really good about. And right now, y'all, I think we have four corners that we should feel really good about. JBJ, look at this, y'all. I mean, Just again, physical, aggressive, jamming Tyler Boyd. Also had a nice rep against DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, we talking about our best receivers, y'all. Tyler Boyd, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins. He's had really good reps against them. So you love to see that. Jarvis Brownlee Jr., a.k.a. JBJ, keep doing your thing, young buck. And I cannot wait to see what you do during the regular season. All right, y'all. Next up, we have Will Levis, y'all. And Will Levis has been putting on a show in training camp, y'all. He's been throwing that ball all over the field. We know Will Levis, when he was coming out of college, the biggest strength that everyone knew he possessed was his arm strength. Look at this throw, y'all, to Traylon Burks. Woo! Look at that arm strength right there. And I love what I've seen from Will Levis. Now, y'all, he didn't have the best day on Tuesday, I will admit. But I'm not too concerned about that. We know Will still has things he needs to clean up, particularly just with his short and intermediate throws. But y'all know this offense, man, with Brian Callahan loves the short passes. He loves the quick passing game. That's what Joe Burrow did a lot in Cincinnati, y'all. That's why Joe Burrow, always had like super high completion percentage. Y'all remember back in 2021, Joe Burrow completed like 70% of his passes, right? Which is like elite. Now, I'm not saying Will can get to that level, but y'all know last year Will only completed 58% of his passes. I think this year, y'all, he'll be around like 64, 65%, which will be, a big step up from where he was last season. But we know, y'all, the arm strength was on full display. Nice throw right here to Tyler Boyd. Again, Will Levis still has a little bit of things he needs to clean up. But under that, y'all, he's just really been throwing that ball all over the field. Also, a couple of clips you don't see, but he's had some nice throws like Calvin Ridley. He's had some nice throws to Traylon Burks. And he just looks super confident, y'all. Will Levis, he knows he is the guy at quarterback this year. Last season, he came in, he was a rookie. He was the third string guy. But now it's like, Will Levis, this is your team. This is your offense. Hey, man, lead us there because we have high expectations for you. And, y'all, I do think Will's going to have a very solid season for us this year because I'm a big Will Levis fan. Obviously, in these clips, we're not getting to see his running ability because we know Will's also a sneaky good runner. But, y'all, you just love to see the arm strength on full display right here. Look at that. Woo, it's just a nice throw. He threw it to where only Tyler Boyd could go up and catch the ball. Roger McCray did not have a chance. And I love Roger McCray, but he didn't have a chance to try to take that ball, y'all, because Will put it right on the money over the top of Roger McCray's arms, so he did not have an opportunity to try to intercept the ball. So Will Levis has been performing pretty well, y'all. Again, like I said, he didn't have the best day on Tuesday. Really, the offense did not perform that well on Tuesday. But outside of that, Will Levis has really been doing his thing. He's really been throwing that football accurately, y'all, and you love to see it. So, man, there y'all have it. That was another episode of the Zabin Live Sports Podcast. Remember, y'all, laughter is good message, so make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm going to end it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.